Day 7 update of my masseter and temple Botox journey. It is officially a week since I had the injections, and physically I am noticing so many differences, like wow. Aesthetically I am not noticing too many differences from the day 3 update. But then I'm looking at my face every day. I would say face, to look at me straight on, I wouldn't say there's any facial asymmetry issues popping up. I still have, when I'm eating or clenching, the same issues day 3 there. You can see this side, this muscle here a bit popping there, and this one is all the way there. And it's annoying because I can feel it when I'm eating, and it just feels a little bit weird. But I mean, I'm not overly fussed about that, given the huge relief on the physical side. I do still worry that with this, does that mean this is working harder since everything else is relaxed, and is that going to grow and get problems there? Because I mean, this is my prominent side. This side is like, it's meaty. That there's a lot to this muscle, so I just think it just didn't get an opportunity to fully sort of work through on both levels, but we'll see. The other physical, I had to think there, the other physical thing is I've noticed that this wrinkle here, I mean, you can see it when I frown, it's a sort of permanent line that I have on my face. However, I strongly feel, and I do notice it, like if I'm catching my reflection, or if I'm driving, and I'm like looking in my mirror to look behind me and I catch my reflection, I feel it's not so prominent. So I don't know with the temples, I don't know what it's done, if it's went that way or if it's went that way, because I do feel this is sort of dropped a little bit. But that again, still could be placebo. I've been feeling like that since the start. This is definitely decreased, which I am not mad about that in the slightest. But yeah, day 7. And that is my face. So on to, for me, which is the important part, like the massive thing, the physical. So for the physical, what I've noticed is, I'll start with the cons because there aren't many cons. I can feel that, and I've addressed the worries there. When I bite, my bite, when I do get them to touch, it's uneven. Again, a concern there is that going to mean that one side of my face is having to work harder for chewing or not? I don't know. So is that going to then create bulk if one side's having to work harder than the other? That would be the only cons to the physical. I have noticed that I am not clenching and grinding the same, which is huge. Even at night time when I've got in my guards, like my mouth guard, that I felt, whilst it was protecting my teeth, it was making the clench harder because it was that raised the teeth for touching more. Even with that in, my teeth aren't touching, so that's great. I haven't had a sore head since I got the Botox in, which is like a whole week without a sore head. I was like, wow, this is new and I like it. I usually get sore heads like the side here, and it would go into my eyes, and then they could like increase like with how the pain and everywhere else is. My jaw hasn't been sore. I've still been doing my like daily I've started again now my daily massages. I stopped, so I do facial massage, external and internal. Like I was doing them multiple times a day just to try and release some of the tension in the masseters previously. And I also do daily mouth stretches. I continued the stretching, but I took a break from the massaging, and I had started the massaging again now. But I mean, I can just feel things are so much weaker in the most positive senses. Like you can really feel it, and I'm not crying in pain when I'm hitting certain parts. But because I am not clenching the same and I'm not grinding the same, my jaw pain my teeth pain and the nerve pain that I would experience has totally went zoop right down. I have an earache. For me is something that is not a regular, but ear and throat, you would know when things are bad, because ears and throats, it would feel like I had infections coming on, they would get sore. There's absolutely been nothing. So already just a weekend, and wow, what a world of difference I am noticing so far. So I am really excited to see how things progress. I don't know how much more things will progress on the physical side, because to me, this is amazing already. This is everything that I could have hoped and wished and dreamed for. I'm just so devastated that it's only temporary. But it's good to see, I think, how long these last for, and how much more is going to happen on the physical and the aesthetic side. So far, no jowls, which I expected to have them badly by this point, given that I'm 37 and age is not kind. But again, I'm not fussed about that at all. It's like I would take jowls for days if it meant getting the relief that I am getting. I am just so happy, and so far would 100% thoroughly absolutely recommend Botox if you have any of the issues that I have been experiencing. But yeah, Botox day 7 update complete.